Happy New Year to be everybody. Happy New Year. We made it through 2022. Who knows what 2023 brings? Before we get into this amazing end of the year episode of the brand new all vitamin charged Yannis Pappas Hour, I want to give you my stand-up dates, guys. Come out to the shows, December 29th through the 31st right now. I am in Philly. So come out to whatever remaining shows there are. Miami Improv, January 13th through the 15th. West Nyack, New York, up there by Jersey, Westchester, all that stuff. West Nyack, New York, Levity Live, January 20th to the 22nd. San Diego, 26th through the 28th. Chicago, February 24th through the 26th. Atlantic City, March 3rd. Emmaus Theater, March 4th. D.C., March 9th through the 11th. Dallas, Texas, March 16th through the 18th. Springfield, Missouri, March 23rd through the 25th. Phoenix, March 30th through April 1st. Tampa, April 21st through 22nd. Comics is April 13th through the 15th. In Mohegan Sun. San Francisco, May 4th through the 6th. Providence, Rhode Island, May 12th through the 13th. Now enjoy the app, everybody. Happy New Year's. This is a very special edition of the Yannis Pappas Hour, considering we're going to be looking back at 2022. Not at all. We're looking forward 2023. Not at all. The best way to live now is to live like a dog, in the moment, okay? Don't project, don't reject, don't retrospect. Be in the moment like a dog. A dog has no idea that China is moving towards Taiwan with all its warships in the biggest incursion yet. It has no idea that the Ukraine and Russia are still at war, and a nice little Christmas gift for Zelensky was left under the tree for billions and billions of dollars worth of weapons. I mean, boy, Santa was good to that little guy, and he's not even Christian. Happy Hanukkah, my friend. Nobody knows. A dog doesn't know that COVID is ravaging everybody again, especially in New York. It doesn't know that Santos, the congressman-elect in Long Island, is an absolute fun sociopath liar, which we will get into. Probably the funnest story. May take up the whole episode because I can't get enough of that guy. But dogs don't know that. Dogs don't know about herpes. They don't know about strands. They don't know about RSV. They don't know about the flu. They don't know that a famous American painter's son was videotaped at January 6th insurrection or party, depending on who you ask, okay? Was it an insurrection, was it a party, or something in between? It depends on when you join Twitter. If you join Twitter now in the Elon Musk era, boy, I tell you what, the vaccines will kill you. And maybe they will, I don't know. If you joined Twitter before Elon Musk's era, then the vaccines will save you from everything, including being sad. All you got to do is get a vaccine. Vaccines cure everything. I don't know what to believe anymore. Neither do you. But guess what? Neither does a dog. But a dog's not upset about it because all a dog wants to know is, what do things smell like? So that's why I now walk around and I sniff. I just sniff. I walk around and see a woman walking by me. I go, is something that a guy that wasn't married would do. We're going into 2023. We got a lot of steam. We got to talk about Kari Lake and her, her ploy to overturn the election in Arizona. Little too late. It's like joining Facebook at the end. Little too late. The support for you had just kind of died down. And I love the fact that she just looks like a hot... She's got a real all-business haircut. She's got Demi Moore, in her... What happens is when a woman gets older, she cuts her hair because you don't want to have anyone see you from behind and then say, excuse me, ma'am, at a bar. And then you turn around and they go, whoa, you're a witch. Because all older women with long hair just look like they should be on broomsticks. So that's why everyone who's in their 50s, who's a woman, cuts their hair and to the exact same way Leonardo DiCaprio's hair looks. We got tons going on. China's letting it rip, finally. They've got rid of their zero COVID policy, and they're just letting it rip. So basically, China is now the new Florida. The Twitter files keeps being released. There's new info on that, okay? they suppressed COVID misinformation or specialists who disagreed with the official narrative, who were legitimate people. The next Twitter files I'm releasing, they come out of left field. They can come from anywhere. I like the way they're going. It's a sneak attack. The next guy who releases the next Twitter file, I mean, it could be Jordan Peele who does the next one. We have no idea where they're coming from, but they will keep coming until we get, I think, up to 1,007. I think we're promised 1,007 Twitter file releases. Also, St. Nicholas was Greek. We have a lot of editorial retractions we will get to, and the Libs of TikTok lady. The Libs of TikTok. What did I call it?
Yeah, TikTok.
Why did I just say it like I'm in China and I have COVID? This is the Yannis Pappas Hour. Let's find out for the last time in 2022, what's the last?
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day been long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and it's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who, to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Yeah, this kid screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day. It's a long day.
Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Libs of TikTok. And then I said that's the way someone in China with COVID would call it. So right off the bat,
Demonetized.
we may be demonetized, or hopefully the algorithm did not understand that joke. The joke is that the Chinese, when they speak English, they throw R's in there where there are no R's.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's done, right? TikTok. So she's finally showed her face, the lady. She's finally showed her face on an interview with man of the people, Tucker Carlson. And she did an interview, and the LGBTQ community is upset about it. And basically she calls them a cult or whatever. Now, Libs of TikTok, I don't know if you know about Libs of TikTok. It's an account, right, where she posts anything that has to do with drag brunch. If there's a drag show, she gets the video, she posts it. She's just someone who posts all of the excesses of the left and their culture. And some of them are wild. You know, she'll post, one of the ones she posted recently was of a trans woman, okay, having menstrual cramps. So it's basically, I don't know if we could show it. Does that get demonetized or whatever? But it's just, and it's gone viral because it's this woman. Oh God, it's a woman. Okay, it's a woman. It's a lady. It's a lady who is not a birthing person. See how good I'm getting at this?
You're learning.
Yeah, it's a lady who's not a birthing person, but somehow is having menstrual cramps. So, is that possible? I don't know. In 2023, we may be able to say that that's not possible. But as of right now, I'm going to stick to the rules of 2022. I believe this lady. I believe her. Here she is having the worst menstrual cramps and saying it's her time of the month. And in 2023, you might be able to say that people will never go for this. You might be able to say that, honestly, and just go, hey, listen, I don't think people will ever go for this. I don't think there's ever going to be a majority of the human population who goes, leave her alone. It's her time of the month. Avoid her. Because you know how they get when it's their time of the month. I don't think it'll ever happen where a majority of the population will go, stay away from her. Oh my God, my girl, that time of the month. I just don't know if that'll happen, you know? But I don't have a crystal ball. And I don't know if in 2023 going forward, reality no longer matters at all. I don't, and by the way, I'm not advocating for reality. Reality's no fun, okay? A guy like Santos, who tipped the scales for Republicans in the House, Congressman-elect, George Santos, a guy like him is a lot more fun. You know what I mean? It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun to lie. Lying is funner. Lying makes the world a better place. When women have makeup on and they have high heels on, they're lying. When a guy meets a girl and says he's a minor league baseball player, and yeah, I got Derek Jeter's number in my phone, it's lying, but it's funner. The truth's no fun. There's nothing fun about the truth, right? So hopefully, in my opinion, we move into a world in 2023 where the truth is what you want to believe, and everyone's okay with that. I think we should drop the reins. Stop trying. Stop trying. Stop arguing with her and going, whoa. It's not possible for you to have menstrual cramps because you were a guy 15 minutes ago. That's a bummer, dude. That's a fucking bummer. That's a bummer. Why are you bringing this woman's party down?
Yeah.
She wants to feel this pain.
You need to support her.
You need to support her.
You gotta say, hey, can I get you a Midol and some beef jerky?
Yeah. I mean, just like, let's just go with it, man. Like, stop. We want to live in a world, a wonderful world, like a Peter Pan world, where like your imagination is more important than what is true.
Yes.
Whatever you imagine. And who knows, maybe that unlocks like the potential of the human brain. Maybe that's what's been preventing us from using more than 10% of our brain, or if you're Einstein, 14% of your brain, or whatever they said he used.
Yeah.
Because they say we only use 10% of our brains. So maybe the key to unlocking the rest of the 90% is to stop having people be such a buzzkill when you want to play. When you want to play as an adult, you know, back in the day, up until now, and even still now, people are buzzkills. Adults come around, you go, hey, 2 + 2 = 7, and some adult goes, hey, you're stupid. And you go, and then you got to feel bad about yourself. But what if you're in a world where you want 2 + 2 = 7? And what if nobody stopped you?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 + 2 then starts to become 7 in your world. Maybe this whole hold on to reality thing is preventing us from shaking off our genitals and becoming angels. Who's to say it's not, right? Maybe that's what Yahweh wants us to do. Like, why can't this be menstrual cramps? Like, who am I to say that she's not having menstrual cramps? Like, if I started believing that I wanted to grow a vagina in between my asshole and my penis, if nobody said that's ridiculous, who's to say after 10 years of going, I think I can, that their a vagina won't develop between my asshole and my penis, that I can therefore plug myself in.
Yeah, right in the taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, manifestation.
Can anyone say that it's not possible
Of course not.
without being a buzzkill?
Just got to do a lot of massaging down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe believing is achieving.
Yeah, you just got to believe and take that trans DMT.
You know, who's to say reality is a thing? Maybe it's just something, it's an illusion, right? Maybe it's an illusion. And maybe in 2023,
Oops, sorry.
wait, let's hear this lady's voice a little bit.
Okay.
Stop. Why is this thing not hot? I swear to God, if anyone says welcome to womanhood, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Okay, now, does that sound a lot like me after my ex-girlfriend, when I was 17, kicked me in the nuts? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like me getting kicked in the nuts by my ex-girlfriend in high school after she found out that I cheated on her. Okay? And she kicked me in the nuts. That's what I sounded like.
Yeah.
But that's not what's happening here. This lady did not get kicked in her nuts. She's having menstrual cramps. And we need to respect that, just like we need to respect George Santos's resume. You have to respect his curriculum vitae. George Santos, most of you aren't aware, and that's why you tune in to this news program, is to find out about these stories that you should be more aware of, because they're top of the list when it comes to Christmas, New Year's fun. Okay? This week is officially Christmas to me. This whole week. When you go from Christmas to New Year's that week, you could still go to a holiday party and still say Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Right?
Jesus is a white girl. Takes the whole week for the birthday.
Exactly. That's exactly right. A week of the month is Jesus' birthday. Again, look, Christmas was no fun before we started lying about it. Now, I want to take this premise a little further here before we get to George Santos, because it is all about George Santos and the reality that he's created about himself, which made him electable and won him an election. Would Christmas be fun without the Christmas tree, which there's not a reasonable explanation for? I guess some Germans started lugging trees in. Saint Nick, who was just some Greek dude. Thank you for the editorial retractions in the comments from last episode. He's some Greek bishop. Does he sound like a fun guy who's going to buy you a toy? No, he was a bishop, right? But what did we do? We made it fun. We lied about it. We said Santa Claus is Saint Nick. We changed him into Santa Claus. We made him a fat Scandinavian dude who flies in the sky with reindeers who can fly and delivers presents like fucking Jeff Bezos, okay, through your chimney for children, and eats your cookies and bounces a little bit of milk and is gone. Mm-hmm. What's funner? What is funner, getting kissed under the mistletoe or sitting around praying, being thankful for baby Jesus and fasting? Which one's funner? Which one created the reality? We believed enough in Santa, right? We started wearing Santa Claus hats. Nobody's wearing a Jesus cross and having a great time. Nobody's wearing St. Nicholas's bishop robe. No family's going like, which adult is going to dress up like the real Saint Nick for the kids to make it fun? No, they're dressing up as an imaginary guy named Santa Claus that we made up, and that is a complete lie. Here's the deal. December 25th wasn't even Jesus' birthday. They changed it. They took some winter holidays from the Roman pagans and they plugged it in and they said, hey, let's move it to December. They probably went like, hey, man, winter's dreary unless you're in New Zealand. And then it's just dreary because you're in New Zealand. So let's just do something. Let's spruce up the winter a little bit and make the big dog's birthday go in December. It's all bullshit, but it's better, right? It's better. Why do I need to continue to deny this woman's, pain? Yeah. It's harder. Yeah. It gives me stress. I got to yell at her. I got to go, you're not having menstrual cramps. Your name's Dan. Mm-hmm. Your name's Bobby. Okay? You were on my middle school basketball team. You don't have a vagina. You don't have a womb. You can't. Why? Why don't you just go, hey, man, yeah. That's Cynthia. Cynthia's got a little bit of a deep voice, and she's having a menstrual cramp because she can give birth out of her asshole. Why not? Why not? Isn't that funner?
It is fun. Yeah.
That's what people want anyway. I mean, they want that. Everyone wants to believe, you'd rather believe, you'd rather believe that Chris D'Elia's just life rips. Like he said, life rips. You don't want to watch the new documentary that they put out on YouTube. You don't want to believe that.
No, you don't.
Okay? I watched that. I went, Jesus Christ, what am I watching here? You don't want to believe any of that. Yeah. You want to believe in Santa Claus. You want to believe life rips. Okay? You want to believe certain people who claim to be one ethnicity are what they say. You want to believe. I don't want to believe Sean King's white. He's a black guy. I don't want to believe Rachel Dolezal is just some white woman from a farm. She's a sister. I don't want to believe La Boombayera, whatever her name, was not Hispanic and black, and she was just some Jewish girl from St. Louis. I want her to believe she's reggaeton. Reggaeton line. Mm-hmm. I don't want to believe Barry Bonds couldn't have hit all those home runs if he didn't stick a needle in him. I want to believe in Santa. I want to believe in the magic of bullshit. Bullshit is much more magical, dog. You ever meet a girl at night, hook up, and it's just incredible, and then wake up in the morning, and then you wake up in the morning, she pops in the shower, and then she pops off, and she's got a completely different face on. And it's the real one. Is that the reality you want to live in? I don't want to live in that. I want to live in a world of makeup, heels, lifts, toupees, Santa Claus, and Steven's menstrual cramps. I want to live in a world where people believe in George Santos, Republican from Long Island. I think I saw him yesterday at the Walt Whitman Mall trying to return all the clothes he used from the campaign trail at Bloomingdale's that still had the stickers and tags on it. He said, I'm not going to be needing these anymore. Okay, now George Santos now presently resides in Huntington, Long Island. He's in Long Island. And he got elected as a Republican, openly gay Republican congressman, who we're not sure if that's true because he had a wife.
Yeah.
And also, you get to a point where after we found out all this about him, you go, what is true about Georgie Santos, who, by the way, his election was very important for the GOP because his election tips the scales for the Republicans in the House. So now, the guy who's got the deciding vote is also eating at La Piazza. He's ordering his food from La Piazza in Huntington next to the Walt Whitman Mall. Okay? He's down there at the Nautical Mile eating seafood. Getting served to him by some guy who has his eyebrows shaved, is tanner than his dermatologist would like because he's got a lot of sunspots that are cancerous on him, but he doesn't care because summer's coming and the Nautical Mile's going to be fucking lit. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. And I just pulled these crabs out there right off the shore where my uncle lives down there. We go on the boat. We drive it all the way down from the island around to Manhattan and back up to Suffolk. That's who George Santos is. He's Long Island to the bone. He goes, don't get on the Northern because there was an accident there. You got to take the LIE. It's 4 lanes. It's a whole thing. Long Island elected him because this is how Long Island likes their politicians. They like them crooked. They like them crooked like a pretty woman with scoliosis, with a nice face and a crooked back. George Santos, who we think is Brazilian, but also claims to be Jewish. The GOP Jewish Confederation, or whatever they're called, has denounced him because he claimed to be Jewish. He says, I never claimed to be Jewish. He goes, I just said it a few times. Now, George Santos is supposed to have been a college-educated fucking business beast. I'm talking someone who Andrew Tate would be proud of. Because the kid supposedly was getting that money at Citibank. He was getting that money at Goldman Sachs. It was on the GOP website. It was on his resume. Turns out George Santos is an old friend of Steve Renazzisi. They're like Leopold and Loeb. Is Steve Renazzisi from Long Island?
Yes, he is. Smithtown.
Isn't that something there? Isn't that a something there? I didn't even know he was. I just went out on a limb and asked. Because when you're from Long Island, being honest is seen as a weakness.
Yeah.
It's seen as a moral flaw. It's a moral flaw. Okay? Criminality is part of the culture. Mm-hmm. It's as much as part of the culture as bagels, pizza, cars, sweet 16s, and nose jobs. You're in Long Island. Okay? You live in fear of MS-13. You avoid traffic. And you never come to the city because that's a whole thing. That is a whole thing. But you definitely don't want your politicians to be honest. You don't want your comedians to tell the truth. You want your comedians to have been in the buildings at 9/11 and be heroes. And you want your politicians to have worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup and own 13 properties when they don't. So George Santos, it was found out, did not work at Citigroup, did not work at Goldman Sachs, and also does not own 13 to 17 properties out there in Southold, Long Island. He owns 0. He owns 0 properties. In fact, he owes rent. He owes rent. We have a congressman who's going into office who owes back rent. He is quoted as saying, I'm not going to make excuses for this. Listen, I'm not making excuses here. But a lot of people overstate their resumes, okay? Or twist a little bit. I like the choice of words. He twists a little bit. Am I gay? Sure. Sure, I'm gay. Okay, did that make me unique when I got elected? Sure. Sure. I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of that. But what am I guilty of? I'm guilty of twisting a little bit. It's not a lie when you twist. He also admitted that he never worked for those financial firms, as he previously suggested. But he did claim that he worked for another company that was called something, 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 something. And he just called it a poor choice of words. I love this guy. I want this guy to be my congressman. This is a guy who knows how to get things done. Do you know anyone honest who can get anything done?
No.
Gotta lie.
No. You gotta lie, man.
Gotta lie a little bit.
Like, look, we want to believe in the magic of bullshit, baby. You know, Prince was 4'6". He wore high heels that made him 5'3".
Yeah.
You wanted him to be in those heels. You want that. That's what you want. You want Kim Kardashians to just plasterize their faces. You want them to look the way they look, which is not natural. Nobody likes natural. If you like natural, go to San Francisco and be depressed when you date your girlfriend with a mustache and who yells at you about the whales and how they need to be saved. See how fun that is. Is that fun? No. That's no fun. George Santos is my type of guy. He claimed he had degrees from Baruch. I mean, if you're gonna lie, dog, if you're gonna make it up,
Go top tier.
why are you gonna go Baruch?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna go at the same college that so many of my childhood friends did about a semester at? He lied about Baruch and New York University. That's actually what you should do. Maybe he's so brilliant here that he just threw Baruch in there
To throw people off a little bit.
to throw people off.
Yeah.
Because NYU, you're putting too much focus. What liars love to do is they're all over the place. They throw so much at you that you forget to, So if I go, I wasn't there yesterday, and you know this because you should have been a cop if you were fully straight. What liars like to do is they throw a lot at you, right?
Yep.
I'm sure your dad told you that. They throw a lot at you. Because if you throw just one thing, then you focus on the one lie and you can investigate
You
it.
can pick it apart easily.
But a liar will always go all over the place. A liar will go like, yeah, were you there yesterday? No, I was over at the pizza place. But then what happened was my girlfriend, she got AIDS, so I had to go there and cure it and find out what Magic liked to do. It's crazy that Magic's son is a woman now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was also at the store yesterday too, but at that store, you won't believe what this woman said to me. And you're just like, ah. So you go like, hey, yeah, man, I went to Baruch. I went to NYU. I did a little time at City College in Queens, a little St. John's time. I taught over there a little bit as well. I was a judge for a little bit. I also was straight for a while. Yeah, what's the big deal? I'm Italian. I'm Jewish. Whatever. I'm from Brazil. And you're just going like, nobody's attention span, But if you say, I went to NYU, that focuses you on, let me go check the records at NYU to see if we have a George Santos in a database. He'd been found out. He got found out. Okay? What he said was that when he was a kid, he was 7, his mother had an affair with a very light-skinned man who went to NYU. Much like many of y'all's family, it's not that simple and very messy. Many of us do a little time at NYU and Baruch, and that's what happened. But he got caught, and he owned it. I don't know if this is a good move or not. You guys tell me. He says, I didn't graduate from any institution of higher learning. I was educated on the streets. He goes, I'm embarrassed and sorry for having embellished my resume. Embellished my resume sounds a lot better. Poor choice of words sounds a lot better than I lied. then I have no integrity. I'll do whatever it takes. This sounds better, but also it does prove that this is a guy who's motivated and will get shit done. He owns up and he goes like this. This is what I love. I love when you victim blame. I love when you go, hey, we do stupid things in life. We all do. I did a stupid thing, but so do you. And you're going, yeah, well, I'll just throw that into the pot of all of us doing stupid shit. You know, I've lied before. This guy's brilliant, dude.
Yeah, this guy's good.
He's good, man.
This language is good. We do stupid things.
We do stupid things. We do stupid things. We, the people I've been elected to represent, which is who I did this for. I didn't do this to finally have a job that's on the books for my landlord to be able to know that the money's coming. He's registered to vote in Whitestone, Queens, which is a very prominent sort of well-to-do neighborhood in Queens, which has great views down there. That's why. Great sea views from the water. That was looked into. He doesn't live there anymore. He's currently living in Huntington, I believe. I wouldn't be surprised if he was just living above that like big pizza spot in Huntington where they give you those huge slices and throw cold cheese on there.
Little Vincent's, yeah.
You're familiar with the area.
Yeah, I know.
You're close from there.
Yeah.
Now, how come black guys don't have the Long Island accent out there in Long Island?
I don't think
Black guys always have a black guy accent.
Yeah.
They never really fully adopt the white accent from the area.
Yeah, but New York's like COVID, because when you got that New York street accent, that shit just goes farther and farther. Like, there's dudes in Montauk, black dudes that talk like they're 50 Cent.
Yeah. So that you think that's just an extension of New
It's
York?
just an extension of New York.
Plus, I think just black guys, I think they sound a little cooler. They just hear it and they go, no, thank you.
Yeah.
They just hear, they go, what are you talking about? Listen, Darrell, you don't want to sound like this? This sounds great. What's the matter? I would rather fucking chew on a bullet than live in Long Island. I told my wife that when she said, why don't we listen? There's a lot of nice areas in Roslyn. I said, you know what's also nice? Me chewing on a bullet. Chewing on it. Chewing on it. Long Island's great except for the people. And I mean that. No, Long Island's a beautiful place to live.
It's nice.
It's a beautiful place to live
Great
if you want to
food.
completely detach yourself from the rest of the world.
Yes.
And be so close to New York City, but yet so far in mindset.
Yeah, it's a great place to live if you want to hear a 17-year-old Dominican man's muffler.
He said he was very proud of his Jewish heritage as recently as November 22nd. Is George Santos, if that's his real name. George Santos. Now, look, the guy's probably so brilliant. I think he knows in the Republican Party, DeSantis is the front runner. Santos, it's all subliminal, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to marketing and bullshit, it's all like subconscious. If we find out that George Santos is not his real name, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he chose Santos because in the Republican consciousness, Santos is very big. And you just go, winner. You just affiliate it. Winner, winner, winner. I had a friend who worked on Wall Street who changed his name to his middle name, or so he said it's his middle name, to Jordan. Because he said people think of Michael Jordan, winner, instead of his dumb name. And it works. If someone calls you and says, hey, how you doing? This is Eugene. This is Eugene Dalanovsky-Wofsky. I'm here to tell you about these great stocks. Sir, just give me a second. Would you be more willing to listen to that guy or a guy that says, hey, what's up? My name's Jordan. My name's Jordan Steele.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Jordan Steele.
Yeah.
You know, my problem is I never changed my name. My name should just be Jan Pap. John Pap.
Nah, the Pap is too big because I think a Pap smear.
Yeah, how about John Pop? Pop, big Pop.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
yeah.
my new name from now on. My new name is John Pop.
John Pop, yeah.
John Pop.
Great basketball coach.
Yeah. And my catchphrase will be like, pop the crowd. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. See, he defeated Robert Zimmerman in a newly drawn district covering parts of Queens and some nearby Long Island suburbs, flipping control to Republicans who dominated the New York suburbs on their way to winning a House majority. It was his second run. He lost to Democratic Tom Suozzi How do you pronounce that? Suozzi?
Suozzi, yeah.
Suozzi. That's about as Italian as it gets. Tommy Suozzi in 2020. The names were very Long Island, too. Zimmerman, Suozzi. Most of the criticism he faced during his recent campaign centered on his attendance of former Donald Trump's rally in Washington on January 6th. In a video in which he claimed to have written a nice check to help alleged rioters with their legal fees. Somehow he beat all this because, the January 6th stigma was bad. All the other guys lost. I think Santos might have been the only one of these guys who was affiliated with that rigmarole. I'm gonna take a book out of George Santos with that protest, with that peaceful gathering, with that
Book club.
book club. Book club's the best way. that book club meeting that happened outside the Capitol. Everyone else who was kind of affiliated with that and any type of election denial didn't fare well.
Yeah.
Including our Lady of the Month, sexy Kari Lake. There's no way this woman does not wear leather in her downtime. There's no way she doesn't put a horsetail in her ass and has some guy ride her. She's got that face. Yeah. Am I wrong? There's no way she's on the level in the bedroom. Not for a second. Look at that lady. Anyone who's all business like that is all party behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Look at Kari Lake. Arizona, baby.
That's a fun ride.
That's a fun ride right there. You put a saddle on that woman's back.
Yeah.
Throw a butt plug in her. Take her for a spin. She likes it. Kari Lake. Kari Lake. You can smell her. You can smell the Chanel cologne. You can smell her walking by. When you look at her, you can also smell her. She's got that look that smells like Chanel cologne, too much perfume. You could see her coming from a mile away. She lost her lawsuit. She was challenging the election in Arizona. She refused to concede the race after she lost by more than 17,000 votes to Katie Hobbs.
Yeah.
Instead, she went on the conspiracy. She stayed on the election rigged trail. She took that trail, the road less traveled. And it didn't work out. It did not work out for her. In fact, I heard that her lawyers are also going to be in trouble for bringing the lawsuit. And I don't understand the reasons why. But they argued that hundreds of thousands of illegal ballots infected the vote. Her lawsuit demanded she be declared the winner of the race and focused on technical issues. Maricopa County faced the day of the election that many of the rights have pointed out as fraud. Judge denied that the issues disproportionately affected Republicans, rejecting a request from the state GOP to extend voting hours last minute. The judge's ruling is consistent with rulings in other election-denying Arizona Republicans' cases, with both failed Secretary of State candidate Mark Fincham and Attorney General candidate Abraham Hadamah losing their election lawsuits as well. So Arizona just went for it. They just went for it and said, hey, man, if we lose, we're going for this. She tweeted, my election case provided the world with evidence that proves our elections are run outside of the law. This judge did not rule in our favor. However, for the sake of restoring faith and honesty in our elections, I will appeal this ruling. All right, good luck, Kari.
Yeah.
We wish you luck, girl.
Yeah.
We wish you luck.
I feel bad for whatever Filipino man she was dominating that night.
I just feel bad for all the female hairstylists who lose money because she doesn't go in there. She goes and gets her hair cut at Supercuts with the dudes.
Yeah. She walks in and goes, give me a number 4.
She says, yeah, give me a 4. Little longer on the top, but not much.
Don't you dare touch these sideburns.
She recently joked her pronouns were I won.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Almost as good as my joke, hee-haw.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I want to believe in the magic of Kari Lake's election. I want to believe that everyone who says they didn't win didn't lose. That's the type of speak I'd be going. I'd be going, hey, I didn't win, but I didn't lose. You're going, all right, I like that. You don't have to win to not lose. And you're going, what does that mean? You're going, exactly what I said. And you're going, okay, I like it.
Just keep the ball in the air.
That's what it does. You got to keep the ball in the air.
Yeah. And
Keep
if
the
it falls,
ball
it
in the
lands
air.
in her mouth.
Because what happens is eventually people lose interest. So they people just lose interest. They forget what you did. They kind of forget the bad stuff. Even when documentaries come out on YouTube, I think life's still going to continue to rip. I just don't know if people don't have the bandwidth. That documentary was bad.
It was real bad.
It was real bad.
I mean, he was attracting more girls than an UGG retailer.
I mean, seriously.
But this is YouTube, though, right? This is
It's a YouTube doc, but there's some victims in there, quote unquote, allegedly,
Yeah.
who speak, and one of which filmed herself while she was speaking to him, and he's going like, "Hey, will you take this stuff down?" I don't know what it proves. I don't know. A couple girls got tattoos. He was talking about he wanted to be a cult. He wanted to have a cult, a hedonistic cult. I don't know.
He just might have a good imagination,
Dude, I mean, the guy's creating his own reality. It's America.
Yeah.
All these girls were willing participants outside of the law. The one good point that was made in that documentary was when the guy said, I know some of you are thinking this, but also sexting a minor is illegal. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know what to tell you. It's on YouTube. Google it. And I want you to guess who I'm talking about. I'm sure you got it right. Throw it in the comments. At this point, I'd like to get to our editorial retractions from last episode. People wanted me to emphasize that St. Nick was a Greek bishop or something like that, right? So I guess he was.
Yeah, but he was known for his generosity and kindness. What old Greek man do you know who was known for his generosity and kindness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Not too many. Yeah.
Yeah.
If old Greek men are giving out anything, it's racial epithets.
Yeah, you won't even, that, and you're not even getting free fries on the side. You got to pay.
You're paying for that deluxe.
You're paying for that deluxe. St. Nicholas was a Greek bishop. Is that what he was?
Mm-hmm.
And what was he doing? Like, how did he become Santa?
Yeah.
He transitioned.
That's right.
He transitioned. The name Santa Claus evolved from Nick's Dutch nickname Sinterklaas, a shortened form of St. Nicholas, Dutch for St. Nicholas. So I guess that's what it is. I don't know what he's doing in Holland, but he was a Greek dude apparently. So there you have it. I said it. But Santa's still better. Okay, George Santos, I believe in his reality. Mexico is technically in North America. If you were wondering, we left it off last episode when I was referring to North America. I left Mexico off. I was making Mexico more South America, but it is technically part of North America.
Yeah, we were just doing what most people want Biden to do.
Exactly. We were excluding it the way a lot of people want it to be excluded from America, the continent of North America. But it is technically in North America.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. And also, somebody pointed out that me and Jared were talking about how dangerous it is to get high on your own supply. You can't be the jester and the king. And then a person pointed out my bullshit and said, then right after that, I said my special was one of the best. So, touche. I'll say touche. I'll say touche on that.
But you did have some big co-signers, Rogan, Segura, Sebastian. So you weren't necessarily tooting your own horn. You're just letting that be known that they said that.
Yeah, and it just objectively, it is one of the best specials. Objectively, it just objectively is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on in the world. maybe I didn't promote it right. I get that. I know now I should have done. You got to do like a big teaser clip. You got to do a big teaser clip before you release it. You got to get it. You got to promote it first. I get it now. I see Schultz does it right. But I mean, it just will hold up. It's just one of the best specials in 2022.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just one of the best.
Yeah.
Throughout the hour, it's just like,
Gets better with time.
Yeah, it gets better as it goes on. The same way you want when you go see a comedian live, you want it to get better.
It's a crescendo.
Yeah. Nowadays, I get it. I understand that it's different now. Like you watch, you want to see a comedian's minute clip, or you want it to immediately, you would rather it be funny in the first 20 minutes and then trail off because a lot of people don't watch the whole thing. But mine is funny in the way an hour should be funny. It's what it is. My next one will be 13 minutes. Be a 13-minute special.
You're going to release it on Reels?
I'm coming out naked at the beginning of the first one. I'm coming out naked and I'm screaming, "There was a murder!" And then it'll get people hooked in. So most people watch things online. That's the advantage of going on Netflix. Like if my special was on Netflix, I think it very well could have really blown up because people tune in on Netflix still. First of all, they're a little older. I think my sense of humor is a little more mature.
Yeah.
And they sit down to watch the whole thing, They like it more so than on YouTube. I think on YouTube's a little bit more scrolly. You're on your phone. You're not as comfortable. You're not sitting back. Chris Rock's doing a new one. He's releasing on Netflix.
It's going to be live, too.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it live.
Yeah, it's a live stream.
Oh, so he's trying something new. That's fun.
I think it's their first live performance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, he's going to make up for the last time he went live.
Right. What happened last time?
He got smacked.
He got smacked on the last one. Yeah. 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 Maybe this will be funny if someone just runs out and smacks him again. So, I mean, it's been a good year, man. Christmas was good. Everyone's sick. Did you guys have a good Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get? What'd you get from Sandy?
I got a nice chain. I got a nice.
Is that what you're wearing right now?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Let's see it. What is that?
Yeah. It's like a Black Panther chain.
Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No cross on there?
No cross. Just showing a little bit of my nerdiness,
Is that like white gold?
It's the silver.
Silver.
Yeah, silver.
I like silver.
Wait, that's an official Wakanda chain?
Well, it's the chain that he wore in the movie.
Ah.
So yeah, kind of.
Is that a Disney product?
No, it's not a Disney product. No.
That guy, he just had ass cancer and he did it stoically.
Yeah.
He didn't tell anyone about it.
Yeah. He died like how you promoted your special.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Nobody knew.
Down low.
He kept it quiet. Then it was just out and people had to catch up. And I think I only went on like 2 or 3 podcasts to promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine though.
I mean, you put it up.
Put it up. It's still close to $1 million. It'll get to $1 million eventually. That's fine.
You did the hard part. You
Yeah, I got it up there.
pressed upload on YouTube.
I did. But it was a quiet release.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they call that, a soft launch?
Yeah,
Soft launch.
sometimes you hope that the quality will carry it, but I think it carried it for the people who watched it. But yeah, you got to throw a lot of bells and whistles on things nowadays to get people's attention. And I understand, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff going on. George Santos is going into Congress. This won't stop him from going into Congress. This is where we at now. It's just we're at a point now where it doesn't matter what is good, what is real, what is true, just doesn't matter. He will be in Congress. We have fatigue. Like there's just fatigue. Like, do you think anyone truly has the time to care about this?
No.
He's going in. So, that's just where we are. Balenciaga, they'll survive that. Right? Balenciaga with their whole child.
Oh, yeah.
Their whole child photo thing, whatever that was, that Kim Kardashian denounced, but not enough for people who were mad at her. And she spoke about that on her recent episode with the great journalist Angie Martinez. She sat down with Hot 97's Angie Martinez to set the record straight about what she's going through. Mm-hmm. Poor woman. You know? I mean, it can't be easy being Eva Braun. It can't be easy having the father of your kid just be out there wearing a head sock over his head, talking about how Jews need to go away. That's got to be tough for her, right?
Very hard.
How do you explain that to the kids? That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't know how you explain it, but you got to keep figuring out cute, fun ways to describe it, which is kind of fun to think about. They're going, "Hey, mommy, what's a Jewish person?" Daddy's referring to, how do we say this? What Daddy meant to say. Daddy speaks another language, and in that other language of love speak, the word Jews means bad people. They're bad people in the love language. So Jews is just, hey, but mommy, my friend, we live in Hidden Hills. There's a lot of those there. I mean, there's is he telling my friend Moshe? Why is he talking about my friend Moshe? Here's the deal. What's the name? Psalm. Here's the deal, Psalm. Here's the deal. Because you know kids got a lot of questions and they just keep questioning. Mommy, where's Dad? Why is Daddy burning a cross on your lawn? Here's the deal. Daddy's very enthused about Christmas. And where Daddy comes from, Daddy comes from, that's a Christmas tree. But mommy, I saw this movie where they said that burning a cross is what the bad people do to people who look like me. And Daddy looks like me, so what's going on with Daddy? Listen, bitch. Your daddy's fucking crazy and somehow decided to be a black Nazi. I can't explain it. He hates Jews and he's a Nazi, and all he talks about is he wants it to be a white Christian nation. I don't know how else to talk to you, Psalms, but listen, okay? I don't know why this is weird to you, okay? Because my stepdad is now a woman, and I got famous swallowing black dick. What do you want me to tell you? Okay? Your real father fucking got one of the most famous murderers off. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. We're not an ordinary family. Can you accept it? Did you think it was going to go normal after Daddy got off the most famous murderer who cut a woman's head off? And then your grandmommy married a guy who was famous in the 80s and was on Wheaties boxes and is now Woman of the Year. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Stop asking me fucking questions. Okay? Daddy's a Nazi. That's the answer to the question. He's burning a cross on our lawn because he's mad. Okay? He's mad. What's he mad about? He's mad about Moshe's family and what he claims their people are doing by the fireplace. I don't know what to tell you. All right? There was a 27-year-old guy in here who may have been your dad soon. I don't know what to tell you. Daddy's mad at that guy. He's mad at me. The guy who cut off the woman's head is my sister's father, probably. Nothing's normal here. It shouldn't be that crazy for you, Psalm. For God's sakes, your name is fucking Psalm. Stop asking questions. But she's struggling with this. So she sat down with Angie and she addressed all of what life is like for her now. And she summed it up in this sentence: it's really fucking hard. It's got to be hard. Can't be easy. I had the best dad, she said. And I had the best memories and the greatest experiences. And that's all I want for my kids. is that they can have that. She was very close to her father, Robert Kardashian. That's what I would want for them, she continued. If they don't know the things that are being said or what's happening in the world, why would I ever bring that energy to them? That's really heavy growing up. Shit that they're not ready to deal with. Oh, wait till they get of age and they learn how mommy's career started.
Yeah. They're going to go, I'm thankful I didn't have a father like you. You're like,
She said she will be so prepared when her children eventually ask questions about their dad's public misdeeds. What are the chances that all 4 of these kids turn out okay?
Michael Jackson's kids turned out all right. And the one kid's name was Blanket. You don't hear much from him.
Yeah, but Michael Jackson, yeah.
You never know. These kids
You
might
never
have
know.
a shot.
One day my kids will thank me for sitting here and not bashing their dad when I could. All that crazy shit, they'll thank me. And I'll privately answer anything that they want to know. It's not my place anymore to jump in.
Wow.
She's dealing with this. This is tough. Was it worth it? I don't know. Was it worth it? If you're Kim, was it worth it now?
Mm-mm.
Now she's aging. You see her in the video. She's starting to age a little bit.
Very skinny.
She doesn't look like that anymore. She looks thin and frail, like she's been going through things. Her eyes are starting to be a little set deeper back. You know, the lack of meals are really starting to show in her face. The second half of life, that's when the team that's losing sometimes makes a comeback. And it ain't so pretty for the team that was ahead.
Especially when you're famous for nothing. Like you don't have a craft to fall back on.
It's halftime and your ex-husband is a Nazi. She, like us, are waiting for the second half in 2023. It can't go good. It's been going too good for too long. You know?
The bills come and due.
Yeah. The Kanye thing, I don't think ends with him going like, hey, man, I was all wrong about everything I said. I hope everyone forgives me. I don't think there's a big hug with him on stage where, you know, him and Seth Rogen just hug it out at the Oscars the way Eminem did with Elton John. Remember that? Mm-hmm. They did a song together after all his homophobic lyrics, and Eminem just did a song with Elton John, and then they hugged it out. Because, yeah, you're right. The thing is, Eminem was just doing lyrics in a song. Kanye's out there saying some stuff. It's got to hurt. It must have been a weird Christmas for the Kardashians. It must have been a weird Christmas. He tried calling. You think she's changed her number yet? I would love to hear the voice messages that Kanye leaves her.
Oh, those will come out next year on the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah, they gotta. Yeah. Next year on the Kardashians. Kanye's voicemails. Repent, sinner. You're going to hell. I don't know. But anyway, good luck to the Kardashians in 2023. Good luck to George Santos in 2023. Good luck to the person we're talking about on YouTube, who also probably had a weird Christmas after that dropped. Good luck to Taiwan. Hope you hold strong. Ukraine. Good luck to Kari Lake. I hope you continue your fight. I hope everyone continues. Good luck to Cher in her new relationship with her 30-year-old beau. I respect Cher, man. She does it quietly. She still looks great. You know? If you can get a young guy, go at it. Look at what she looks like. Was she 76 years old? And she's with Cisco. People are like, where's Cisco? Where here he is.
He's marrying Cher.
She's marrying. Look at who she's marrying. And look how great she looks at 76. Doesn't even look like she's had like crazy work done.
No, not
Looks
at
like
all.
she has the right amount of work done. 76. She found A.E. Edwards, who's 36. And she's showing off her massive diamond ring.
What do you think paid for that diamond ring?
Jay Moore. Good luck to you. Good luck to the Taliban in Afghanistan, who've really put the kibosh on being a woman. That's over.
Yeah.
If you're a woman in Afghanistan and you wanted to do anything with your life, that's over.
No more.
That's over.
You're born a woman. They tell you go back into the womb.
It's it. That's it. The only thing that can help you if you're a woman in the Taliban is transitioning to a guy. That's where they really need it. They tighten their grip. The Taliban continues to tighten their grip on Afghan women and girls. So they can't work now. They can't go to university. Here they are protesting. That's ballsy for them to go out there and even protest. Ain't nobody coming to help you. That's it.
No more opportunities for them.
There ain't nobody coming to help you.
Yeah. The only thing they can do now is end up in somebody's YouTube documentary.
That's about it. That's all. U.S. Special Envoy for Afghan Women, Girls, and Human Rights spokesperson Rina Amari has repeatedly raised alarm about violence against women. Those who fear radicalized Afghanistan should be alarmed by the Taliban's policies against women and girls. Yeah, but that's just unlucky now. We're gone. Not everything is bad. America being there was a lot of people in Afghanistan that were happy about that. They were happy. Isn't that messy? That's pretty messy. Good luck to the Chinese citizens now, just probably dying by the fucking millions. King Z was like, all right, just let it rip, dude. This zero COVID policy thing's not working. And they're letting it rip. And the videos that are leaking out of there look awful because they never really had their first wave because they shut it down. They've been shut down like we were. So they're getting things 3 years ago. The way like back in the day before the internet, you'd go to Europe and they'd be getting like songs and shows 3 years later. You remember that? Yeah. Like before the internet, you'd go over to like Greece and they'd be watching like Dukes of Hazzard in 1996 and it would just come out. They dropped their travel tracing requirements. Zero COVID is over. At midnight on Monday, the smartphone app that they had where they were tracing everything, watching everybody in a beautiful communist system that a lot of people over here love to defend. God, they don't need to quarantine anymore. They allow no independent parties to conduct verification. Such apps have been used in the past to suppress travel and free speech. It's over. The move follows the government's snap announcement last week that it was ending many of the most draconian measures that follow 3 years of lockdowns, travel restrictions, and quarantine on those moving between provinces and city, mandating testing and requirements that a clean bill of health be shown to access public areas. So the Chinese population's about to take a little haircut. But, you know, when your hair is that long, nobody's going to notice. What is there, 1 billion? It's like when my wife gets a haircut and she asks, did I notice? I'm like, I never know. Can you ever notice your woman? And they get mad. They're like, what do you mean you can't notice? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't. I mean, your hair was like, where was it? I don't know. It was like down to here and now it's down to there.
Yeah.
And they're always like, I got 4 inches taken off. And you're like, I didn't notice because your hair's long. You know, it's not like you had hair and now you're a skinhead. I would notice that. Nobody ever notices a woman's haircut. Just like We won't notice the haircut that the Chinese population's about to take of a couple mil. What's a couple mil when you got a bill? They're about to lose probably a couple mil. It is what it is. So good luck. Good luck to the Chinese people. Their New Year probably happened already. So I don't know when the dragon comes out and blows the dog or whatever. They got their own New Year's, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Chinese
January,
New Year.
right?
Or maybe it's yet to happen. So
That's really going to put a pin in it because everyone's going to get together.
yeah, they'll celebrate and bang, super spreader. Good luck to the people in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Who I thought that's what they do up there. I thought they're prepared for snow.
Nah.
But the snow is so severe. Like, what is it, 27 to 32 people in northern New York died from snow. Good luck, Buffalo. That's the thing, though. When someone dies in Buffalo, you're going like, was it the weather that killed them? It's like, it's like when people with COVID die and people have certain political beliefs. They go, what really killed him? Was it COVID? Was the fact that he was 400 pounds? Was the fact that he was 86? Like when you die in Buffalo, is it like, did you die from sadness? Did you die from fucking buffalo wings? Did you die because you're extremely unhealthy? Yeah. There's no models in Buffalo. Nobody has a gym membership in Buffalo. Yeah. There are no gyms in Buffalo.
One of the murder capitals in the United States, too.
And I don't blame them either because it's fucking cold. So you want to get fat like an Eskimo so you can have extra padding for the winter. It's so fucking cold.
It's like a bear going into hibernation.
Yeah. So good luck. Good luck to Elon Musk on Twitter. Good luck to the Tesla stock that's plummeting. It's going down like the ball in Times Square.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn, down 11% today.
Yeah. Did Elon Musk stop being wild? Will he stop being wild in 2023? I don't think so. Because Medvedev tweeted on Twitter his wild predictions for 2023. Like, I'm wishing luck. Dmitry Medvedev wished luck to the West. And can you pull the whole thing up so I can read it or no? Dmitry Medvedev, Russia, he's identified on Twitter as Russia government official. He said, number one, oil price will rise to $150 a barrel, and the gas price will top $5,000 per 1,000 cubic meter. The UK will join the EU. The EU will collapse after the UK returns. Euro will drop out of use as the former EU currency. Poland and Hungary will occupy western regions of the formerly existing Ukraine. This guy's going hard. The Fourth Reich will be created, encompassing the territory of Germany and its satellites. Poland, the Baltic states, Chechnya, Slovakia, the Kiev Republic. So he's not even calling it Ukraine. He's calling it the Kiev Republic. And other outcasts. Wow. War will break out between France and the Fourth Reich. Europe will be divided. Poland repartitioned in the process. Northern Ireland will separate from the UK and join the Republic of Ireland.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Civil war will break out in the United States, California, and Texas, becoming independent states as a result. Texas and Mexico will form an allied state. Elon Musk's will win the presidential election in a number of states, which after the new civil war ends, will have been given to the GOP. I'm going to stop the accent because I'm not enjoying it. All the largest stock markets.
Sound like Dracula.
Yeah, well, it's just going on too long. All the largest stock markets and financial activity will leave the U.S. and Europe. Well, it's better in the accent. All the largest stock markets and financial activity will leave the U.S. and Europe and move to Asia. The Bretton Woods system of monetary management will collapse, leading to the IMF and the World Bank crash. Euro and dollar will stop circulating as the global reserve currency. Digital fiat currencies will be actively used instead. Season's greetings to you all Anglo-Saxon friends and their happily oinking piglets.
Jesus Christ.
Is Russia still communist? Yeah! Dude, they're happily oinkling pinglets. Calling us greedy little capitalists. Dude, this is wild.
Hey, he put a couple of bets on the table.
He put it through. He's fucking put his dude. He got on the BetMGM app and threw some fucking money.
Yeah.
Threw some money on the collapse of the West.
He might be right about one or two things.
Hey, look, he believes in his fucking team.
Yeah.
He believes in his squad.
Yep.
Respect that, man. Respect that fucking loyalty. Plus, he doesn't want to fall out of a fucking window. I respect you, Dimitri. He went hard, though.
He went hard.
I mean, that is going hard.
I mean, that sounded like the next premise of the Call of Duty games.
Now, the reason why we're bringing it up is because Elon Musk tweeted under it, to it, at him, epic tweet.
Epic thread.
Epic thread. And then left it alone. And left it alone. For 4 hours. Until he came back after a lot of people pointing it out that it's a little wild that the owner of Twitter, and is he an American citizen? I believe he is.
Must be.
Yeah.
He forgot to put a little LOL on the end.
He forgot to put a little LOL. It's still a weird choice. I'm just going to be honest. It is a weird choice to just put epic thread. Epic is, now even if he's being sarcastic, it's still that social media persona of Elon Musk taking over. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he was trolling by going epic thread. Not responsible. You're not a jester, dog. You're not known for your trolls.
Yeah.
You're known for Tesla and its stock price. So here you have a communist fucking government, Russian fucking representative of Putin and that autocracy, which invaded Ukraine, who we're currently backing, tweeting basically death to America, and you just throw out their epic thread. And then I guess go back to, I don't know, go back to your fucking, where are you in Texas? Go back to your barbecue meal. And while you were gone, I mean, people just lit up. And then he comes back 4 hours later to try to do some damage control. And this is how you know he knows he fucked up. Because he came back 4 hours later and he goes, those are definitely the most absurd predictions I've ever heard, while also showing astonishing lack of awareness of the progress of artificial intelligence and sustainable energy. What? I don't even know what that means, first off. But then someone said, someone goes, I feel bad for all the lebs who didn't get that this was a troll. And then he wrote LOL with like a smiley face or whatever. So, I don't know, man. It's 2022. I'm confused. Are the vaccines bad for you? Are they good? There's a lot of people who have bad side effects. You can't ignore all those. Now, are they bad across the board? Probably not. Are they bad for like young people to get? Maybe they are. Like maybe like why would, if you're going to get infected anyway, like, maybe, you got to say they were wrong about some stuff. Maybe it becomes a thing where it's like, hey man, if you have risk factors, you take it. I don't know. Is anyone behind the wheel? And is there any place where you can go and get like the full story of anything besides the Yannis Pappas hour?
Yeah, right here.
Where you get it. I mean, this is a New Year's episode, and I just want to say I'm confused, and I just want to say good luck to everybody. And my prediction is that this will continue. I think 2023 is going to be the most confusing year in human history. I don't think there's any way in 2023 to know what anything is. I think the best bet is to just form some beliefs and just stick to them. Whatever works for you is the best way to go in 2023. is no one to look up to anymore. There are no authorities. People used to love Elon Musk, and now you're like, whoa. Even the people that love and respect him are going, Elon, stop. But he
in
won't.
one lane, dog. Just stay in one lane.
Yeah, even the people that love and respect him are going, stop it, stop it, stop, stop, stop. And he won't, and he will not. So he's been torn down as sort of like this beacon of hope and light for, a clean energy future. I've been torn down as a respectable source for your weekly news by our new honest segment of editorial retractions in the comments every episode. I'm not an authority. There are no, George Santos isn't a real person. Okay? Elections, who knows? Donald Trump selling NFTs. Joe Biden's still alive. There's a lot of surprising things that are happening. His son's laptop is still out there in the ether. I think that's what we believe in the future. Is just Hunter Biden's laptop. That's my God. That's who I'm going to worship, and that's what I believe in. I believe in the laptop. The laptop will set us free. Once we know what's in that laptop, it's like the top level of Scientology. We need something to believe in that's not really there, but we all believe in it is there. And so what's in Hunter Biden's laptop is all the corrupt things of every corrupt person ever, and also the secret to life, and also the answer to whether there is a God, if there are aliens, and what George Santos' real name is. Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2023. And remember, if you can believe it, not only can you achieve it, but it's true. Guys, want to give an end of the year special shout out to Brooklyn Cannery, brooklyncannery.com. Get your healthy sodas. Use Yannis Pappas as the promo code for 15% off your order. Get a couple of cases for the house, and they're delicious and good for you. Well, better for you. Also want to give a shout out, of course, to Longshore Coffee, longshorecoffee.com. Promo code FUMES. Great coffee. Get it shipped right to your house.
I got a new box for you, actually. Some just came.
Oh, from what?
From Longshore.
Ooh.
I forgot to bring it.
Maybe I'll give you a ride home and pick it up. Appreciate you, Stephen Miller, doing good work. Go get some coffee. It's absolutely delicious. It's what I drink, to be honest with you. NateLinder.com. Go check them out for your social media consultations. We got 3 spots left open right now. So if you want to promote yourself or your business or whatever, join up. But for now, go to NateLinder.com and he will help you fucking get your social media straight. Monetize, marketing, all that. Chris Minetti down there in Philly, South Jersey, 215-750-3730. No website. Just give him a call. Get your check cashed at Minetti Financial Services. There is no address. Just call them. For the free .art, you know what it is. Hawaii, bands, music, free shows, local artists. An absolutely cool website. I like going on there and listening to bands I've never heard of that are from Hawaii. Hats off to Aaron Leaf for promoting music in Hawaii. And of course, our new guy, who I assume won't be with us that long, Manly Girly Studios, the home of 4 hilarious podcasts. Go to manlygirly.com. Check out their podcasts, thought-provoking, hilarious, unscripted comedy. Their 4 shows, The Rough, The Gringo and the Rough, A Side of Fries, Casa de Thinking, and The Manly Girly Show, their flagship show. Great names, by the way, for your podcasts. We checked them out. And I'll say we checked them out. Then we got, of course, exclusiveautoshipping.com. You bought a car out of state, you want it shipped, you're moving, they'll move the wheels for you. Free quote. give our boy Jared a call. Jared Zatowski is his name. And very, very good company. They'll move your car for you. So just get a free quote for them. And shout out, Happy New Year to all you guys. Appreciate you guys being small business shout outs. Patreon.com/Yanni Longdays for your weekly bonus episode. If you want more after you're done watching the regular episode, that's a great way to get more, obviously. And it's $5 a month. It's worth it. We'll see you in 2023.
It's been a long